We're just delighted that there are 2,400 people from all countries in the world, or not all countries, but from all regions in the world that have registered. It is again a sign that this is a truly global agenda, that there is interest, the issues affect all different types of countries, developing, east, west, north, south. And it's just great that so many people have been able to find their way to Geneva to discuss these, all these issues in a constructive and multi-stakeholder and inclusive manner. It is a truly global agenda that affects so many important aspects of people's lives. How they make their livelihood, the conditions on which they make their livelihood, how communities are neighbors to companies, how countries can ensure their economic development through a productive and sustainable business sector. So it's a global agenda affecting every country, every person in every region. So having a forum where all stakeholders can come together at an international setting to discuss the global challenges that are also associated with this agenda is a really important opportunity to find solutions that reflect the interest and views of all, both affected stakeholders, but also business and governments and civil society.
Well, basically all business and all human actions have impacts. Will have impacts in the environment and will have impacts on people. Those impacts, for the most part, are negative impacts. And the business and human rights agenda and the core concept within the guiding principles is due diligence. And due diligence is a process in which a corporation proactively identifies real or potential negative impacts on people or groups of people, especially the most vulnerable ones, in order to permit or make it possible to avoid those negative impacts or mitigate them the maximum possible. Before, corporations can do a lot of good for society, create jobs, pay their taxes, generate wealth. Yes, and that's positive. Yeah, but before getting into the maximizing positive impacts to the society, business should take care and do as much as they can to avoid or mitigate negative impacts on people and the society overall.
The right to collective bargaining is a recognized human right. Then when we look at the role of business, we see that the impact of business on human rights is very great when it comes to the workforce. And when we're dealing with that, we're dealing with one of the major impacts of business on human rights is on the rights of workers at work. And this includes the right to join a union. So we're very, very interested in this kind of attention and the kind of emphasis that this forum places on business and human rights, because it affects us very directly.